Alrighty guys, we're back for some mono white artifacts, and this is a alchemy build, so we're going to go over the deck and hop into some alchemy play mode. But first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Redcat and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well. Additionally guys, we do got that sub goal set all the way up at 1,000, so if you want to help us reach that goal, do consider subscribing because it is much appreciated, friends. Okay, let's go over the deck here. Lots to go over, honestly. We got 4 Inchblade Companions, which I'll go over in a second. We got 4 Portable Hulls, 2 Leather Armors, 4 Plate Armors, which again I'll go over in a second. 2 Dancing Swords, 4 Ingenious Smiths, 4 Lion Sashes, 3 Oswald Fiddlebenders, 4 Patchwork Automatons, 4 Maul of the Skyclaves, and 2 Halvar God of Battles. And the backside is Sword of the Realms as well. Seat of the Empire, 2 Faceless Haven, as well as our Snow Plains to be able to play the Faceless Haven, right? Or to be able to make it into a creature. So, plan of the deck, guys, play artifacts, equip artifacts, and attack opponent's face. So, pretty simple game plan, but there's actually a lot going on here. If you guys haven't seen Inchblade Companion yet, it is a 1 mana 1/1. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Whenever Inchblade Companion becomes attached to a creature, which it's reconfigure for 2, by the way. I wish it was reconfigure for 1, but I guess that would be too powerful, maybe? I don't know. It seems like a pretty balanced card. Anyways, that's besides the point. Whenever it becomes attached to a creature, create a token that's a copy of Inchblade Companion, except it doesn't have this ability. This ability triggers only once each turn. So that's pretty sweet, actually. It gets you more equipment on the battlefield, gets you more artifacts. When that, when the copy enters, it does buff the Ingenious Smith, like if you couldn't play an artifact that turn. But there's so many artifacts to play, first of all, which is great for like the Patchwork Automaton because you actually have to cast the artifact to get the counters onto Patchwork Automaton, right? Speaking of Automaton, boy oh boy does this card look like a game ender with a card like Maul the Skyclaves, right? As you're just buffing these up the whole game, and it's hard to remove because of the ward too, and then you just slap a Maul the Skyclave and swing on in the air, right? Pretty sweet. Fiddlebender here works with like everything. Yeah, speaking of the copies from the Inchblade, you can sacrifice a copy of Inchblade Companion to the Fiddlebender. So I guess this doesn't see a lot of play, so we'll go over it real quick. We have 3 of them because it's legendary. In other words, we would have 4 of them because I do think it is that good in a deck like this. You tap 1, tap it, sack an artifact. Search your library for an artifact card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrificed artifact's mana. So it can't be equal to, it has to be the 1 plus, right? Then you put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle, activate only as a sorcery. So that's really cool. You can, like I said, sacrifice one of these copies or sacrifice a leather armor and just get a direct upgrade. Like grab a plate armor, or maybe you need a creature. Grab a Patchwork Automaton from the deck, or a Lion Sash for that matter, right? Or sacrifice the Lion Sash and grab a Maul of the Skyclaves. Yeah, that's a thing. And then this just attaches to a creature when it comes out of your deck from the Fiddlebender. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's really cool. With the plate armor, the alchemy change here, I believe the only change is that it used to cost 3 mana, but now it's only 2, which is actually really cool. And the equip 3 doesn't matter here because this ability costs 1 less to activate for each other equipment you control. Really easy to get this equip cost to 0. So, yeah. It ends up being really strong, and getting that ward 1 is pretty valuable. Yeah, guys, I don't think there's anything else to go over. Oh yeah, sometimes you do want to play this as a Sword of the Realms as well. Like, don't worry too much about getting this down as the Halvar, although top decking it late in the game, it is like, it just ends games, right? Because that double strike is huge, especially if you're flying in already, right? Okay, guys, let's go ahead and hop into some normal play mode and see how it goes. I do think this one is going to be a quite fun deck to pilot, but we'll see, right? We'll see how many people are playing Alchemy today. Hey, that was pretty good. Less than 10 seconds. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. We might be lucky today. There might be a good chunk of people playing. Uh-oh. Yeah, I keep it. I keep it. I say uh-oh because as an aggro player, not seeing a 1-drop is generally bad, but this isn't that bad of a hand. We probably go Smith on turn 2 here. Uh-oh. Probably just a plains. Ooh, portable hole. I think it's the same concept here. I think we go right into the Smith and see what's on top of our deck. Maul the Skyclaves it is. Very well. Couple Mauls. If they make us discard again, we could probably ditch one of the Mauls. Oh, an Elite Spellbinder. That's worse than discarding because they get to choose now. I mean, there's cards that they get to choose the discard too, but I don't know. Elite Spellbinder feels worse because it comes on a nice chunky creature there. No blocks. So they take the plate armor, which I think is pretty smart overall. Ooh, Inchblade. Okay, yeah, I think taking the plate armor is a good play. Especially if they have... Let's see, we could go Fiddlebender and Inchblade here. I don't mind that. I also don't mind Maul the Skyclaves swing in the air because that does have first strike, right? And that's a big first strike threat. I think it'll be Maul the Skyclave. I guess. Yeah, having a few options there to... I wonder if they block. I'd say they take the damage if they have removal in hand, and they block if they think that this Ingenious Smith is going to be a long-term threat. And so that might mean that they have some spot removal ready for this. So yeah, the other play would have been Fiddlebender and Inchblade, or Fiddlebender and Portable Hole, or Inchblade and Portable Hole. I guess we had quite a few things to do there. Okay, the other Maul, the Skyclave, is a goner. Okay, they're saving these Spellbinder back now as a blocker. Ah, man, I wish this Portable Hole hit more than the Expert because it's not the best card to grab with that. We could go Inchblade Equip, which isn't terrible. I think we do want to get the Fiddlebender down, though. Get it ready to start buffing things up, right? Technically there, guys, we wanted to play Inchblade before combat and Oswald after combat. That's just... so, it's good practice, right? Inchblade because it affects the combat, and then Oswald didn't do anything for the combat, so we would want to play it after, because technically they didn't know what this card was in our hand. So it could have been something for 2 mana, and it might have, like, changed the way they played it. Right, so I think it's going to be Portable Hole. Because the other Inchblade Companion, we can just start, like, getting this board nice and wide. Okay, Lion Sash. You know what's probably just better here? It's probably just better to reconfigure onto the Smith. Hopefully that's just the blood token holding them open. And not an Infernal Grasp. Gotta get that ward onto this Smith. Even then, the ward isn't gonna do much when the opponent has 5 mana. They only have 3 right now, but... get that buff. That's fun, right? Now check it. Check it out. Go grab that plate armor. which should cost 0. I hope the plate armor is what I want here. Oh, it doesn't cost 0. What is it? What is it? Wait. 1 equipment, 2 equipment, 3 equipment. Oh, each other equipment. Oh my goodness, guys. You know what? It was worth it. I think plate armor was still a great grab there because it does cost, once we get this Inchblade onto the board, it will cost 0, which does put them at lethal. They full swing. Please don't be a board wipe or something. Even so, we have the Inchblade Companion back still. Oh, meat hook for 2. It doesn't get them there, guys. It does not get them there. So we can, I mean, we can just attach this, but we might as well play this first, get the buff, and then attach it. Yeah, good game, opponent. GG. You guys see I did have a test match, and this time the test match I did not change anything because it ended up working quite nicely there. So 100% overall win rate with the deck so far, and what did I... So first impressions, there's actually a lot to think about. There's a lot to think about. Some of the cards... I wouldn't say you need practice. I definitely should have reviewed the cards a little bit more. I knew what they did going into it, right? It's just like that, like the plate armor there. I kind of forgot it only counted other equipment, so... Yeah, it makes sense that it would only count other equipment. It doesn't make any sense that it would count itself. In other words, like they could just lower the equip cost if that's what they wanted to do with it, right? Oh my. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. I don't like I do not like this hand at all. But we have to try it, right? Oh, now we get a 1-drop. Okay. Into the Lion Sash. What do you guys think they're running? Some mill? Snarl comes down. Okay, third mana is good for us. Instead of Inchblade, I'm gonna go, well, Inchblade's pretty good. We just don't know if Crush the Weak is gonna happen. Yeah, I'm gonna go, I am gonna go Inchblade. Try to get a couple more creatures. See, the problem is, if we would have done Dancing Sword, this would have been the exact same concept here. Because they can pop the Lion Sash with whatever removal they have. Oh, nice. Okay, I'm not 100% certain what they're playing right now. Because they let all that happen. They let that happen to and it's their turn. Okay. We got away with it, guys. Let's go. So, if we draw a land, Halvar, God of Battle, doesn't seem too bad. It is a 4/4. Gives the Lion Sash some double strike, but I don't know. We'll probably see about another play. So we did get a land. This is only if you remove a permanent, it gets a +1 counter for it. Now we could attach the Inchblade over here. We could Dancing Sword. We have Maul the Skyclave. There are a lot of options in this deck. Why? Why is there so much to do here? This is ridiculous. Okay, it's gonna be Dancing Sword, I think. I'm gonna kind of save the Maul the Skyclaves as a surprise. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the Lion Sash here, because it's one mountain open. I don't think we want to take the expressive iteration, but we could. 5 coming through. End turn. So exile target card from graveyard. If it was a permanent, get a +1/+1 counter. Equip. Wait! They have a land in their grave. Oh, I'm crazy, guys. We could have got an extra damage through. Oh well, as far as they know. As far as they know. Oh man. Yeah, it doesn't say non-land permanent. I'll tell you what, guys, I gotta start practicing with my decks beforehand, don't I? Right, so surprise! Maul of the Skyclave. Whee! Okay. Okay, right, so we're gonna no, not with you. I think we have a couple Maul of the Skyclaves, guys. I don't know about you. I think there's a couple in our hand. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these. It's actually pretty bad to draw 3 of them, honestly. Like, we definitely want to see, I don't know, something different. There's no way this survives. Like, Fading Hopes and all that. I guess it was an artifact build? Okay, Galvanic Iteration. Treasure Token. Nice. That's sweet, actually. That's really cool. Unexpected Windfall. Wow. Bro, are we just gonna like perish here? I'm gonna take, I'm glad I kept this open. I'm gonna get rid of that Galvanic Iteration so they can't just do that again, because they're gonna have so much mana and I don't want them to be able to cast that again from the grave. I think that was acceptable, unless we wanted to, yeah, no, we wanted to take that out of the grave. Glad I kept that open, I guess. This is scary, guys. They could just, does this have trample? Does not have trample, so we do have a chump blocker for it. Problem is they have 6 mana. Bro, I feel like we definitely block there. Because we don't know what's in their hand, like, I have no idea what it could be. Goldspan. Goldspan. After combat. After combat Goldspan. I'm so confused. Oh my goodness. Where do I even... What do I even... Where? Who? How? I need trample. Somebody give me some trample over here. Right, so Oswald Fiddlebender, and do some reconfiguring here, because we got to get ready for the Maul of the Skyclaves next turn. So drawing that creature was pretty important, I'd say. Reconfigure, attach to Oswald. And then swing with Lion Sash, because they're forced to block here. Unless they have something for their treasure. Which I suppose is very possible. If they plan on killing the Lion Sash, right, the first strike just takes out the dragon, so I don't know, man. I'm still very afraid of the opponent's deck after what we saw last turn. Very explosive looking. Ooh, that's scary. They're gonna get 2 treasure every time they cast. That's scary, man. That's a scary card. Okay, they're keeping it open. I'm going to attempt the Maul of the Skyclave onto the Fiddlebender here. We need to, can I get one more? If I trade it over to the, well, darn it. It's a little bit janky here. Because if I had one more, I could trade the Dancing Sword to the Fiddlebender. And then use the Lion Sash to get rid of the dragon. Let's just see what the swing brings us. Let's see what happens here. Still probably want to hit the dragon out of the grave if they target the Lion Sash with something. There's the Fading Hope. Couple treasure tokens. Let's go. Let's save it since it's a Fading Hope. If it was gonna die, we just don't know what's in the opponent's deck. They're not rocking any black mana though, so I doubt that dragon's ever coming back. It's better to just play the other Inchblade down or equip the Dancing Sword here. So yeah, if we would have moved the Dancing Sword to the Fiddlebender would have been the one returning to hand, which means they still would have been safe from lethal damage, which really sucks, but I don't think we missed it there at all. Go ahead and equip it right here. Because that way, if the Inchblade Companion dies, we can get a 2-1. Oh, or they can kill it now. They get a couple more treasures. That's very scary. That is very, very scary. This is anyone's game, man. Like, it comes down to, do they have it or don't they? Because if they do, it's definitely theirs. Because look at them. This is insane. This is scary. Oh, they just need to play one more thing. They just need to, like, Fading Hope the Fiddlebender. Dude, this card's crazy cool. How come no one plays with this? Dude, good game. I really enjoyed the opponent's deck there. I feel like I could have played my deck a lot better. If you guys saw a way through, please let me know in the comments. Because I really do think I could have played that better. So many decisions to make. Stormkiln Artist. I don't know why we don't see this card more often. That was freaking sweet, opponent. I love your deck. Holy cow. I think that's literally the first time I've seen anyone play that card. And it ended up working out so beautifully there. That was so cool. Watch I say that, but maybe I made a video in the past that had that card. I don't think I did, though. No, I don't think so. Especially not an Is It build. Which seems to be where that card wants to be, right? Like, that makes the most sense. Yeah, that was one of those aggro matches where it just breaks your heart because you get them down to 1, you're looking for that last little bit of damage to slip through, but you just can't find it. Which I bring it up all the time. That's why I love playing red, because red is so good at finding that last bit of damage, right? Like off the top or something. Wow. Okay, yeah, we keep it. The deck does not like giving us our 1-drops, but they're not terrible hands overall, I guess, right? Couple Patchworks is pretty good, actually. How dare you take my Patchworks? Now, I'm actually going to keep these against this deck because we can get them above a meat hook range. And they can have my planes. There you go, buddy. I hope you like playing with my planes. I hope. Oh, we got our 1-drop. That's the second time that happened too. Thanks, game. It does let us do pretty cool things with Patchwork next turn though, because we go Patchwork into the Inchblade then, and then get a couple buffs on these. Sanguine Brushstroke. Okay. Okay. Well, we know what the opponent's playing. Now we just gotta play around it, right? Take that. My Patchwork army is assembling. Swing? Swing. Oh, do they want that treasure? Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I shouldn't have. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. Meat hook for 3 next turn? No, they go for the -1 on the Inchblade. Okay, I don't mind that, I guess. guess. I guess. I guess I don't mind that. That's much better than a meat hook for 3 next turn. I like my initial thought was treasure there for sure, but I guess the plate armor. We have no other equipment since we lost the Inchblade. Ooh, Maul the Skyclaves does help us start to swing in. It gets over the City Stalker, but Lion Sash, equip Lion Sash is pretty good too. As long as it's not another City Stalker next turn, I think it's the Lion Sash play here. We just can't swing this turn then if we're going for aggro. Got to get these above meat hook for 3. Unfortunately, if we equip it now, which I think I want to do, then if the Patchwork dies, at least the Lion Sash stays, right? So everything right now is I'm playing around a meat hook. I'm trying to, and I think that's the correct play to try to get around the meat hook. Because now they can drop it. Meat hook for 3 doesn't kill this Patchwork, and we still have a Lion Sash remaining. Okay, 2 Blood Artists. That is a problem, isn't it? That's a big, big problem. Okay, they have another Shamble Buddy. That last card, it's the meat hook that I'm playing around. I just know it. No, wait. They didn't play the card they got from me. Oh! Leather armor, let's go. I love what they got there from us. I love it. Okay, Inchblade's not bad, but we're gonna start, we're gonna take the Shambling Ghast and keep the Inchblade in our hand. It's gonna look like this. Buff, buff. And then it's going to go like this. Exile Shamble Buddy. Swing in the air. Pretty spicy, but that double Blood Artist is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Okay, they're searching, guys. Another Shamble Buddy hits the grave there. Okay, we're taking a good chunk of damage too. They have 4 mana. I'm literally at the edge of my seat. You know, a Halvar off the top would be insane. Oh, except it doesn't get us there, does it? Yeah, now that they are at 15, not 14, so Dancing Sword's pretty good. It's not a Maul the Skyclave, but oh, Maul the Skyclave would have gotten us there, huh? I say we ditch this all out. As much damage as possible, and I think we do plug all of our eggs into one basket here. What do you guys think? Oh, GG opponent must not have had anything. Wow. Okay, yeah, I mean, all of our eggs were about to go into this Patchwork basket here, so we're going to equip that, drop this. It's going to get another buff. That's like 11 damage swinging in the air. That's actually surprising, though. They have a lot of ways to gain life back and a lot of potential removal in a deck like that, too. But we got there. I'll take the victory, guys. I'll take it. That was a fun 3 games. I could have played them so much better, though, and I do apologize for that. I brought it up like in one of last week's videos, but I just haven't been on top of my game recently, and I hope I don't know, maybe I just got to drink more coffee or something, man. I really don't have an excuse. I will try to do better, especially when new Capenna releases. I don't know, maybe it's just me too. Maybe I feel like I'm not at the top of my game right now. Hey guys, thank you so much for stopping by and, you know, watching the video. If you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions and I super duper appreciate you. I do like to have my videos between 30 minutes and 40 minutes, and I do not like to go over the 40-minute mark. That's just how I am for some reason, and here we are. Here's the deck list again. I liked this one. This was fun. You do need a little practice with it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there were a lot of choices, and those choices never felt like the right choice. And so, like, a little bit of practice, you test the deck out, a bunch of meta decks, and you sit down and you say, okay, against this deck, the best possible play is to equip this here, and then we set up for this later, right? And that's kind of what I mean by this. Yeah, this is a deck that I think you do need a little bit of practice with. A couple cards we didn't get to see is leather armor, which kind of sucks. I did want to see the leather armor come into play with the ward or something, or even just like having the equipment down to make the plate armor cheaper or something, you know? That would have been cool to see. I think we saw everything else, right? We saw Lion Sash, Inchblade come into play. Portable Hole didn't... We saw it in hand being useless, right? I don't think we actually hit anything with the Portable Hole. We saw Dancing Sword, saw the plate armor, Ingenious Smith. We saw Oswald, which was cool. We saw Patchwork, definitely. That was the MVP of the final match. We saw Maul. We saw everything. Except for, I guess, Faceless Haven and Seed of the Empire. So unfortunately, we didn't see these cards. And we saw Portable Hole. We just didn't see it come into play. Other than that, I'd say those 3 matches really showcased the deck. And there's potential here. What would you guys add? What would you guys take out? Yeah, either way, like I said, if you made it this far, you guys are just awesome, just champions, and you help the YouTube algorithm so much by being here. So thank you, and I will see you in the next video.